Hey, welcome back. Today I thought I'd make some brown bread. You know, this is a classic in the New England area of the United States. Fairly simple to make. First thing we got to do is prep our pan. Traditionally, brown bread's made in a coffee can. I don't think that's going to do. This will. This is a Bain Marie. Cost about 11, 12 bucks. You can get it online, that Amma whatever place. You got to prep this. Got my oven going to 350. Grease that up. Let's start off with our dry ingredients. Now, I am making my own brown bread. I'm making variations of it. Feel free to do your own. I got 1 cup of all-purpose flour. Traditionally, it's whole wheat. I'm going to throw in half a cup of oats, old fashioned. Cornmeal. Now, normally, the oats, no, rye flour. But I don't have rye flour, and I don't make this often enough to get rye flour in here, so it'll just go bad on me, so I might as well use something I have, which are the oats. Okay, the other thing I like about this recipe is there is a lot of things you can do. Traditionally, it is made with buttermilk and baking soda. Why? Because there's acid in the buttermilk and baking soda is a base. You combine the two, they get all fizzy and such, and they rise the bread. But I am going to go a different route. I'm going to use Guinness. Guinness is barely acidic. I'm going to need a little bit more. So for that, I'm going to use baking powder. 1.5 teaspoons. This is a 1/2 tablespoon, which is 1.5 teaspoons. The other nice thing about this recipe is it gives you the opportunity to throw the spice rack in there. Well, I'm going to do that too. First, the only one that I have ground is cinnamon. I'll grind up the nutmeg. And I've got my coffee grinder out here, actually my spice grinder. And we'll go 1 star anise pod, about 20 allspice berries, and heck, let's go full pumpkin spice on this. And I've got about 7 cloves. Okay, one more thing for the dry side, just a pinch of salt. We'll whisk that together just to make sure everything is evenly dispersed. That's good. Now let's go on the wet side. As I said, we're going to use Guinness. 1 cup. Okay, we've got our 8 ounces of Guinness and just a bit more. Molasses. Molasses is what gives brown bread its brownness. Yeah, brownness. And as always, we mix the wet with the wet and the dry with the dry, and then we combine the both. Now I'm going to lid it up with a piece of foil. But I'm also going to give it some room to expand, just in case. And I'm also going to put a pan under it in there, just in case. Okay, 350 oven. Now, if you use a regular loaf pan, your time is going to be different, and that's perfectly acceptable to do. This is going to take a good hour and a half. Now, traditionally, this is steamed, but I feel that, since we have ovens now, we can use ovens, and I will. Okay, see you in an hour and a half. Oh, I almost forgot something. Raisins are optional.